underneath the bridge. This right here, as you see here, is where it all took place. This right here, of course, is where everybody says that this bridge is haunted. Okay, now, going back to what I said, in the movie, Murder Ordained, more than likely this is probably where it took place. I don't know how Mr. Bird did this. Anyways, on that fateful night, as you see later on in the movie, you see that Mr. Bird and Mrs. Bird actually came here to this bridge. They actually came driving across it. I'm assuming they probably parked up here. But I was stating, I guess what happened is that Mrs. Bird actually got promoted to have a full-time position, or a job, excuse me, at the Emporia State University, or at the college here in town. Now, I don't know how I would say this, but anyways, now, what I was saying in the movie, or excuse me, in the video, in part 1, it said, okay, because I said they actually took 2 cars. Let me rephrase that. They only took 1 car, and that was Mrs. Bird's car, the old station wagon. Okay? Her car was parked right in that spot right there. Or, yeah, right here. So I guess I'm guessing they were drinking or they're, you know, kind of having a good time and everything. And what happened is I guess they got into a confrontational spat or little thing. As I'll show you, I'm gonna move my tripod again. Okay. Damn it. This is a shitty part though about having a tripod. Okay. Now, as you can see here, I guess what happened is that Mr. and Mrs. Bird was probably arguing. They came out of the car. They must have came walking through here. And I believe right here is basically, this is where it all took place. Right here. Alright. Now, what the? Hey guys, I think you might be having a little bit of an issue here. Well, anyways, like I was stating before, I guess we had a glitch. So anyways, what happened is that, so they must have came across the bridge. Her car is parked right there. And I guess Mrs. Bird and Sandy are sitting there, you know, fighting and arguing, blah, blah, blah. You know, doing this. And, well, now we're going to jump back to that part of that movie. As you can see, Mr. Bird, of course, was kind of in a lot of distraught, a lot of situations was going on and everything else. I'm going to play out a certain part of the scene as I'm going to show you right now. So, Mr. Bird, he's screaming and blah, blah, blah. Doing this. And he's right here on the bridge. He's like this. He's actually saying, yeah, this over. I got me, blah, blah, blah. But, as you can see, where I'm standing, right here, like this, you must have looked over there. There's a certain part of the river, as I'm pointing to you right now. Well, some type of revelation, something happened, or whatever it is, must have came about. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump back to where the actually murder took place. So, anyways, they must have been planting and arguing somewhere around here. Okay. Mr. Bird, Mr. and Mrs. Bird are somewhere here. Mr. Bird has the liquor bottle. There's Jeff has the liquor bottle. He's sitting there, he's doing this. He's getting this one. Sandy, on the other hand, though, unfortunately, she was trying to block it like this. But when it came about, unfortunately, Sandy ended up right here. Mr. Bird, on the other hand, now, he's sitting there, he's doing this. Mrs. Bird, she's hanging on this railing for dear life. And I guess when she was holding the railing like this on the other side. Mr. Bird, the only thing he did is he just did this. Until she fell off the bridge. And like I was saying in the first part of the video, this is basically where our last moment took place. The last thoughts, the last breath, the last chance in life. I just can't imagine. I don't know. I just can't imagine why somebody would do that. It's I don't know. Anyways, getting back. I'm pretty sure you probably saw another video that some other YouTuber created, where I guess her and her friend was walking across this bridge, and she was telling a little bit of the facts and everything, like I was telling you guys. It's just that I really don't understand. I don't know. I don't know why. Alright. I don't know why most of her video was either muted out or they must have forgot to turn the sound on or something like that. Anyways, one, check that. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I understand why most of her video got muted and everything. I don't know if they're sharing type of explicit information that probably wasn't shared or didn't want to be shared or something like that. So I'm kind of doing this in favor for the lady, I guess her name is Hazel or something like that. Because when she was on the bridge with her friend, they came walking through here, they're talking and everything. You can't really hear what they're saying because it's muted or whatever. But anyways, this is basically the reason why I kind of want to do this part 2. Kind of share the story and kind of telling the facts and kind of showing you like a play-by-play of how everything happened, especially on the murder movie Ordained. Now, I was saying in part 1 where the original Bliss Batters is at. Now, check this out. Okay. Blood spatters are right here, right in this area. Okay, this is probably where most of the heavy beating took place, right here. Like I was saying on part 1, you can't see the blood spatters because it's not here anymore, but you kind of see somewhat how it took place by having it right here. Blood spatter trail continued from right here where I'm standing to right there. And then down below where Mr. Bird actually dropped her, you might see some remnants of some blood spatter kind of going along where she finally rested. Excuse me. Oops, sorry. Now, I am going to show you where the truck and her car was at, and then I'm going to kind of wrap this video up. Sorry guys, little technical difficulties here. So anyways, I'm going to put this tripod here. Alright, this right here is an actual parking location. This is where the truck was parked at on the first part of the movie, Murder Ordained. This is where the farmer actually got out, and you see right here, must have came walking through. Must have stopped at the, well originally these barriers wasn't here, but can't really tell though because there's not much here anymore. But I'm assuming this is where Sandy Bird's car was at right here. This is probably where they were both drinking and talking and everything before they came out of the car and started spatting and arguing and stuff like that. Now it's showing you right here on this bridge. That's where it all took place. Now where Mr. Bird actually basically dumped her car, that's another part. want you to show my car. Okay. Now, this is basically where Mr. Bird took Sandy's car. Once he got in it, drove around. Let's get right here. Probably parked it about where, of course, my car is. Even though I should be driving something a little nicer, but don't mind that. But yeah, right down here is basically where her car got pushed off. Now, now Mr. Rule was basically saying though she was in the car, unless it fell out, or unless they ejected out when her car went down this embankment right here. I don't know how that's even possible. All right. Now, now I am going to show you one final last area, and after that, I'm wrapping this video up. So, yeah, that's where I'm taking you guys. A little further. Okay. Right about here. Alright. Now, for the last and most final part of this video, this is basically I'm getting a little choked up about this. Anyways, this is where Mr. This is basically where Mrs. Bird died, right here. She was hanging off this railing. Her husband continuously beat her. So she fell to her death. So, yeah, this is basically the last part. All I can basically say, for right here, I kind of don't want to say this a little bit too much, but this is basically where Mrs. Bird. This is basically where she took her last breath, her last moments. I think the only thing she ever saw through her eyes is that sorry if the sun keeps getting in the way, guys. But yeah, this is basically where she took her last breath, right here. Last moments, last thing she ever saw, last everything. Unfortunately, as I would basically say, for Mr. Bird on the other hand though, let me reposition this camera so I can make this clear. Hold on, guys. Now, for the last part, I want to say is that as I'm standing here on this bridge, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video. Sorry for the little delays and the setbacks. But this is Diablo here. Kind of showed you like a kind of little play-by-play how they kind of recreated the scenes on the movie Murder Ordained, and kind of somewhat the actual areas that took place during the fateful night that Mrs. Bird got murdered right here on this bridge. The only thing I can say to you guys, as I was saying in part one, if you guys do come out here, be extremely careful. Have a safe investigation. If you guys want to see and hear some creepy stuff, come out here at night between the hours of midnight to 3 a.m. Especially around 2 to 3. That's when it actually really picks up. I've probably been out here hundreds of times, well, not hundreds of times, but a few times, and seen some pretty strange stuff. I know in other reports, people say they saw a full apparition spirit of Mrs. Bird. To actually back that up, yes, I've seen her a few times. I've seen her spirit. And I've heard a couple screams, a couple moans, stuff like that. All I say is that if you guys do come out here, have a safe investigation. Don't be stupid and don't be, doing things they're not supposed to do. I know I was saying on part one about devil worshippers and stuff. I don't know if that information is entirely true or not. There has actually been a few times they've actually been out here and done some, I would say, some kind of unholy things. I don't know how I would say it. But, I guess, well, most people are, I would say most people are assuming that they must have let out some demons and stuff kind of on this bridge because of what Mr. Bird did to, well, basically did to his wife, so anyways. But yeah, kind of steering away from that. Anyways, all I can say, now for my last and final thought, before wrapping this video up, the other thing I want to kind of be direct, and unfortunately I'm going to have to put Mr. Bird on the hot seat. I would basically say that Mr. Bird, unfortunately, I don't know how I would say this, but unfortunately I think he must have made a pact with the devil or Satan, or however you want to say it. As I was implying to part one, kind of pay attention to a certain part in the movie where you see a preacher on TV and Mr. Bird and Mrs. Anderson are in bed together in a motel room, yada yada yada. Like I say, pay attention to the preacher on TV that says, that kind of basically says, "What have you done for the beast? Has the beast been loyal to you? Blah blah blah." And of course, as I was saying, the beast is, well, the devil, or Satan, however you want to say that. Anyways, like I was saying, Mr. Bird actually did make a pact with the beast. He murdered his wife, committed extreme adultery to Mrs. Anderson, which unfortunately Mrs. Anderson was so in love with Mr. Bird that she basically hired a hitman to take her husband out, as you'll see in the movie too. And basically, she paid the hitman some money of 5K or 5Gs or 5 grand or 5 stacks or however you want to say it. But anyways, like I was stating, let me get this back. Anyways, I was stating, Mr. Bird actually did make a pact. He did get himself into a lot of bad situations, like basically murdering his wife, influencing Mrs. Anderson to have her husband murdered or taken out. And then they basically came together, as you would see in the movie. Unfortunately, that relationship did not last too long because they were both locked up. But Mr. Bird, on the other hand, though, I would strongly imply on this. Basically, he killed his wife. He basically wanted the woman that he wanted, and money. Oh, and for being a crooked preacher, of course, you know. So that's basically the reason why most people don't really go to church a lot, because of some situations and accusations and misleading guidance that most preachers actually portray on. As I would say in the movie, they would be kind of like a best example of a double-crossing lifestyle for most preachers. Anyways, so don't take that wrong. But as I was saying, my last and final thought is, and I would probably point this out to Mr. Bird. Now, Mr. Bird, coming from my standpoint, okay, and yeah, my name is Diablo, so kind of thought probably who I am, or something like that. Anyways, but this is projected towards you. I really don't understand why you had such, I just don't understand why you such had the cojones anyways, I just don't understand why you committed such act, okay? Basically, you're married to a good woman, even though she was busy and everything, but still, as I was stating, why would you do something like that? And then sit there and say to the police detective or Mr. Rule that actually did the investigation, why would you sit there and say, oh, I was jogging that night and I came back home, even though the problem is, though, you were in your suit, but most people are saying that you were wearing a suit. Then you changed down it. You got into your jogging clothes. You jogged all. I mean, seriously, you jogged all the way from this bridge, all the way back into town. I mean, dude, come on, man. That's what, roughly 10 miles back to your house? Seriously? And anyways, I mean personally, Mr. Bird, as I was saying, you know, most people were actually looking up to you as a good person. They were looking up to you as a good preacher and everything else. And then all of a sudden, you decided to be crooked. You decided to sit there and, how do I want to say, embezzle, launder money. I don't know how I would say that, but alright. And then you sit there, you drive your wife all the way out here, you kill her, you dump her off the bridge like she's like a sack of potatoes to you. You turn around, you run back. Then you sit there and you cash out on your wife's life insurance policy, which probably wasn't much back then, like 5K or 10K or whatever. And then golly. All I can say for you, Mr. Bird, is that I know you're not allowed here in Lyon County anymore because of what you did. I know you were paroled in 2014 to wherever. Nobody, I like I was saying in part one, nobody doesn't know where you're at. No one has to hurt anything for you, and God only knows if anybody knows if you're even still alive. But the only thing I can say though, Mr. Bird, from my standpoint, and coming from my sadistic Diablo-ness, of course, all I can basically say is that, yeah, you made a pact with the beast. Yeah, you committed some heinous acts. Yeah, you keep sitting there denying it, denying it, denying it, denying it. Well, guess what? When the time comes, or well, I don't know if you're even alive or not. The only thing I can say though is that what you did to that woman that's still haunting this bridge, okay? Even though she's trying to cross to the other side, she's trying to find peace and happiness. All I can say, Mr. Bird, is I am very disgusted for what you did. I am not very happy of what took place. Or actually, I'm not very happy with what you did, or how you even did it. But the only thing I can say though, when the time comes, you are going to be meeting the real beast. You are going to be meeting the real devil. You are going to be meeting the real Diablo. And guess what? He is not going to play any favors for you. More than likely, he's probably going to torture you. He's probably going to send you through torment and hell and everything else. And all I can say is that when that time comes, you better enjoy your stay in hell, because it's not going to be very nice, Mr. Bird. So all I can say is enjoy what you got until the time comes. And other than that, though, that's all I'm going to say. Now to wrap this up, if you guys enjoy any good parts of this video, or my last thoughts, or any scenes, all I can say is drop a comment down below this video. It will be posted on YouTube here shortly. Like I basically say though, this video is going to be about a half hour, 40 minutes to an hour, somewhat close to that. But all I can say is that if you guys want to drop a comment, or if you guys want to thumbs up the video, please do. I would be very happy. The lady who actually did the video beforehand, I just kind of want to give her credit. Even though unfortunately she was out here on this location and you can't really hear nothing. So I'm kind of doing this in favor for her, somewhat. And if any members of the Bird family or the Anderson family, you guys want to share any more information, or if you guys want to kind of thumbs up the video or anything like that, please do. I know there's going to be some certain parts of family that's not going to be too pleased with how I was saying about. Anyways, you'll understand. All I can say is this is Diablo here. Original location. This is Bird Bridge.